Wherever we are, we're surrounded by rules and regulations. Of course, rules like these are for our benefit. They're designed to protect us from danger, stop us getting hurt, or worse. But in our business, along with regulations, we've got standards, recommendations, conventions, all designed to protect us, the machines we use, our systems, and the environment.
But accidents at sea still happen. And while no one is suggesting that regulations are not important, there is one important question that has to be asked.
Do rules and regulations take account of the human element? That's what we'll be looking at in this issue of Alert.
So we need regulation to ensure safer and secure shipping and cleaner oceans. We need it for the setting of common standards, for ship and system design and build. We need it for the education and training of the various stakeholders and for operational procedures. We also need regulation to set standards for a safe and secure working environment, decent working and living conditions, fair terms of employment, and a healthy lifestyle.
There can be little doubt then that resolutions, conventions, recommendations and standards have a big influence on the human element.
But regulation also brings with it more paperwork, more inspections, additional procedures and checklists. And there's another problem.
All these bring added pressure for the master and his crew, such that they can become trapped in a vicious circle of over-reliance on rules.
Where they wanted regulations to tell them how they should comply.
Some companies have already created a culture of continual improvement, and they've done that by using effective risk assessment and management.
They recognise that they don't need to wait for another major accident or a new set of rules and regulations to stop the same thing happening to them. But the real problem is not the regulation itself. It's the lack of effective proper management applied to it. This is often due to commercial pressures, which in the long run probably doesn't make commercial sense anyway. The fact is that simple, quick and easy compliance with existing regulations could prevent accidents and save many lives.
The international maritime industry is made up of many organisational types and cultures. So when it comes to putting rules and regulations into practice, we often find that when you consider the human element, unexpected and unwanted side effects can emerge. In other words, we have a problem reconciling the intent with actual human behaviour. These side effects are usually due to a lack of understanding of the intent and benefits of the regulation, or a lack of commitment in performance of necessary duties. In the worst cases, this can damage the reputation of the regulation and even the industry as a whole. So, regulators and other parties involved in the implementation of rules and regulations must take account of realistic human behaviour and make sure that the unwanted but likely side effects are kept to a minimum.
The IMO has started to make real progress by introducing the human element into its legislation. But there is still much to do. The subjective nature of the ISN code generates a multitude of procedures which need to be presented in a more comprehensive, simplistic human manner to make the management system more effective. There is no doubt that keeping on top of regulation is one of the major challenges faced by the maritime industry. We are all human, and it is often all too easy to break the rules, either because the rules are not understood or commercial pressures encourage corners to be cut. But each time we break the rules, we take a risk, and occasionally we take one risk too many.
That's all for this issue. If you want to see what other maritime experts have to say on this and other subjects featuring the human element in the maritime industry, visit the website. Hope to see you back again soon.